All right, you guys. So let's talk about how to short mid to high cap stocks, right? Just kind of a checklist I do every single morning pre-market before I even get into stock, right? Sometimes if the stock, let the news or whatever comes out, after hours, then I do this. Then I recheck myself in the morning to see where the stock is at. Okay, so all right, so the first thing I do is so I find a stock that has some kind of news tied to it, right? So I'm short biased mostly, so I look for like some really shitty news, okay? Um, and then I go to the year chart, okay? And I go to the 1 year and I start drawing my levels, okay? Support, resistance, whatever. Major key levels of the whole year of the stock, okay? And then I go to pre-market and I draw the current pre-market level of support resistance, right? Because usually in pre-market you can see where it has made its top and its bottom. Okay, so I like to do that. And as you guys will see in the video on the year chart, I like to draw my key levels like in a golden yellow. Okay, and for pre-market, I just leave it red. Okay, because that's the most current levels. So that helps for me for my entry and exit sometimes. And then when the price action starts going after that, you'll start seeing your 1 year key levels, right? So it kind of confirms which way it's going, and it helps with your, your position if you're entered. Okay, so this will make more sense when I show you my video next. Okay, so indicators I use are, I just like to keep it simple. I used to have all this shit on my screen and it was just confusing. So for me, out of all these months, these are the three that I like to use only. RSI, the SMA lines 9 and 180, and the MACD. Okay. This helps for confirmation and for my entries and exits. Okay. That's what I use those for. I think it can help you a lot. And it really does help. And I'm not the only one that uses, the 9 and 180, whatever. People call it different things. People have them different colors. Just go to YouTube and you'll find out. So for indicators, I personally, as a beginner, would not just throw all these three up at one time. Okay. So when I first started, I started with the RSI. Okay. And I spent days studying it during the market live. I read about it. I watched a lot of YouTube videos over RSI. I had people, use them. And so I started finding my own style with it. So that's what I would do. Start adding your indicators after you understand one fully, and then go to the next one. And then when you understand this one fully, go to the next one. And by the time you know it, you'll be using all three at once in your trade. Okay. Versus just throwing them all up and trying to read everything and then trying to trade is just crazy. So that's what I would do. And there's no rush. Okay. So just start to learn and enjoy to learn the market, and it's fun. Okay. So don't rush into trying to make a shitload of money, because it's not going to happen. Okay. It's going to take several months, and that's the truth. And then learn to analyze price action. And this is kind of hard to teach. You kind of have to just be in the market for a while, and you just start picking up on things. It's really hard to explain. For me, it's like a feeling, and what I'm watching combined with my indicators along with the price action where it's going. Okay, so you'll learn to understand this better the more you're in the market and study it. So, price action, like where is the trend taking you? Is it upside, downside? Does this align with your thesis, right? Does this align with all of your indicators? So you'll start to get a feel for it using everything together, right? So like I said, I combine my indicators with price action for my best entry and exits, okay? So, and I honestly do believe indicators help protect your money. Because like, what if the news was really bad, or maybe I missed something, right? And the stock is like going against me. If you use your indicators for your entry and exits, I have saved my ass a million times from jumping into a short position, and it actually just went up or something. So I truly do believe indicators help protect your money. Okay, so that is it. That is all I use when I, short, mid to high cap stocks. Okay, and I'll make another one for penny stocks after this video. I'm sure people want to learn that one too. So it's pretty much the same. I just added a little bit more percent stuff. But I will do that one next. I hope this made sense. And you guys just, go study the market and have fun. And I truly do believe you should probably study these from a few different people. Okay. And then for me, that helped me find my edge better versus just one person. So just some advice. All right. Okay. So how you short, right? So I found a stock pre-market that did not have very good news tied to it. Okay. It was like bad news. It was KSS. So what I first do is, you can see where I started. So you have to step back and look at the overall trend of the stock, right? So you go to the year chart. So I'm on the year chart. Excuse me here. So I'm just drawing out like key levels, right? So this is one. This is a resistance one. Here's another one. Here's another one. See how they kind of just touch here? And then we have a low, right? So, okay. And then I like to go to the 180 day 4 hour, right? So your charts and trend can match, right? You make sure your levels are correct and you haven't missed marking any, okay? So my levels look correct. So then I go into closer time frame, right? Okay, so let's pause for a minute. So before I do that, this might help some people, but the levels, the year levels that I drew, I put them in gold. So when I'm looking at the chart intraday, when it breaks through or getting close to this level of resistance or support, I know it's a major, very important key level, right? So if it breaks out through, or breaks below, we know the stock is going to continue going in your favor, right? Either up or down. Does that make sense? Okay, so they're all in gold, and I'm not going to bother drawing these because I don't think it's going to even make it up this way since it was such a bad stock. I mean, bad news, okay? So, but normally I would, draw the rest of these levels. Okay, so then I go basically intraday and let's do 5 minutes. Then I draw the levels more closer to now, right? Because that's going to be very important for your basically your entry and exits. So looks like this is pre-market. So I'm going to go ahead and draw one area. God dang. Let's just do this. Okay, it makes it so much easier. Okay, right here. Basically right here, yeah. Okay, so there's one. And I leave the intraday levels in red. Because that's just my thing, and I know my entry and exits, right? So there's my bottom. And I guess we'll just put like a, we'll just make it right here for right now. Okay, so there's a top, right? Once, twice, 3 times it's touched that resistance during pre-market. Okay, if that helps, it makes any sense. So then I go intraday stuff, right? Because the market's about open. Here it is. And this is, oh. And I use my 1 day, 1 minute chart for entry and exits. Okay, so for me, look at, I use RSI, and it is way on the oversold, right? Look at that, it's like touching it. So and that makes sense because it close. Oh, look at that, it made a brand new low. Okay, so okay, that I'm just gonna pause it right there. So that's how I start off, by drawing my levels. So I know by looking at these levels, if it, as you can see here, you see how it broke this major key level of support and it just kept tanking, and boom, and then it broke this next level, key level support, right? And it tanked further. So for me to go long, it would have to break up this key level and hold, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm concentrating on these 2 levels right here. So for me to short the stock, is going to have to break below this level and hold. Okay, so, or you can even short it maybe when it goes up here, and if it can't break this level, you know, if it can't break this level, it's probably going to come back down. So you know, let's just pretend we got in there, you know, like 5%. It's not bad, right? So that's how I do my charts in the morning, and that's basically my game plan, right? And I think it helps if you draw these levels out because you can visually see it. Eventually, you'll get to the point where you don't have to draw these out. But I think it's a good little tool for beginners. You can visually see it, right? So gold lines is very, very important, right? Because they're long term of the stock. So if like I said, if a stock breaks through or breaks down through a major key level, then that's very important. It's probably going to keep going your direction, right? And the right ones, like I said, are intraday, right? So that helps with your entry and exits. Okay, and that's it. I'm going to get ready for the market to open. Okay, so apparently, look at this. During pre-market, right before the bell just opened, look at that, it just freaking broke through and just kept tanking. It's like way oversold, right? Look at the RSI. And look, it's going to come next to the next major level of support. Look at this. Oh my god. So I'm not comfortable getting in yet because it's way oversold. I need like some kind of, I need it to go up or something, because it's just way too oversold. Let's do this real quick. Okay, so jeez. Well, it's still going. So now if it breaks this key level, I'm gonna get my order ready to sell. Okay, come on, Interactive Brokers. Oh my god, where are ya? Okay, KSS. I don't know why I never have this shit ready, you know? I really should. Okay, so I'm gonna get my sell ready. Okay, mid price. Okay, there we go. You know, we want this to go like up here, right? So it's not too oversold, but it might not even make it. So Maybe it'll just keep crashing through this, and if it does, I'm going to go ahead and short it because that's what we're going to do. Wow. Okay. So.
Nick, you're stupid.
But, oh yeah, I figured you're bullish. But we're gonna be patient, right? And it's trying to hold above my SMA line for a reversal, but it looks like it's just can't, right? So.
To feel this way, get me out this place. I don't like to feel this way, get me out this place. And I know that I was wrong, but I can't leave you alone. But I'll be gone for now, because I let you down. And I know that I was wrong, but I can't leave you alone. But I'll be gone for now, because I let you down. Turning out, time running out, like a bomb that's burning out, trying to blow me down.
God bless America. Oh, there we go. We're gonna get ready to short this one if it breaks. Here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and short it. Well, actually, hold on. Not quite convincing yet. Hold on. There we go. We're going in. I hope I don't regret this shit. Ain't I gonna take my order? Take my fucking order. Come on. And we're in. I said I might regret it. So we imperite. Whatever. Look at that. Filled the gap. So this is a key level, right? Let's get down here and watch my shit real quick. So this was a little messed up because I shorted a different stock, but I shorted it because it reached the top resistance, right? And then it crossed below my SMA line and it broke through a major support, and now it's just tanking, right? So I'm going to get ready to sell because I am up pretty good, and I'm going to get out, actually. Get the hell out. I'm going to get ready to get out. Not yet. I'm going to hold longer this time. I'm actually going to get out because I feel like there's going to be. Get me the fuck out. Get me the fuck out. And we're out. Okay, done with that trade. And this one's getting ready to pop, right? So, pulling up. I'm going to get my sell order ready. And we know the game plan for this one, right? Okay, so. Okay, mid-price. Just not a convincing drop. You are. See, I was sensing a little reversal come in, so that's why I got out. Okay, so.
But I can't leave you alone. But I'll be gone for now, because I let you down.